Alright, finally got these. I ordered them around Black Friday, and I've got them here. The Zara Vibrant Cities by Jo Malone collection in the big kit with the 40 ml bottles. There's 8 fragrances here. I haven't smelled them yet. Never smelled them in store. I ordered them, as I said, and then I got them delivered to Zara here in San Francisco, and I picked them up. So we're gonna do first impressions, thoughts on these 8 fragrances. If you want to find out about these, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. Are you guys enjoying me doing videos against my collection? Once it gets a little more complete, which keeps extending out, hopefully by the end of January, it's looking like now, I can actually start shooting in different little sections of the studio. But as of now, this is what I've been thinking of doing, continuing. But I got the Zara Vibrant Cities collection in the library in the kit, and as I said, I haven't really sampled them yet, and I'm going to let you know all about them. I'm excited to try these, and I've heard from various people who have sampled some. They say they like a few, hate a few, so we'll see how these go. But before I do let you know about them, if this is your first time tuning into the channel and you still haven't subscribed, please do click that subscribe button below, and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So this is Jo Malone doing fragrances for Zara. She's been doing fragrances for a bit now. I think the first collection she launched last year. I think they extended that collection this year, and now there is this Vibrant Cities collection. This kit, 8 times 40 ml bottle, is $149 plus tax. So if you buy them individually, because they do sell the bottles individually in 40 mls, they're $19.90 each. So you're saving about $10 to get the kit as a kit. I mean, all the fragrances as a kit. But you can buy them in 75 ml bottles for $29.90, 40 ml bottles in $19.90, 10 ml bottles in $5.90. So I mean, you can get all these different sizes. I mean, 40 mls. I just wanted this because I really like the look of it. But I do have to let you know, I opened up some of the boxes. I didn't smell them, but some of the boxes are damaged. I have to say, these are very, very cheaply packaged. I think it's the Bergamot and leather one I got. Is that what it's called? The one that smells like Dior Homme Intense. That particular fragrance I received in a similar container, and when I opened it up, it was damaged. So a couple of these did seem damaged. I didn't go through all of them, but as I said, I haven't smelled them yet. So let's go ahead and start smelling. So Boldly SEOUL is the first one I'm going to try, because I've got my notes down. I actually basically talked about these in my soon launching fragrances video. If you haven't caught that new fragrances video, go catch it. So Boldly SEOUL is this one. The bottles don't seem like they fit in here perfectly, and they do look like they're a little torn a little bit. There's a card inside, kind of like a postcard, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and smell Boldly SEOUL. So Boldly SEOUL features notes of violet, mimosa, and musk. So mimosa has been something that's been creeping up on me as a smell, a note. So we'll see how it is. Violet and mimosa. I like violet as well. These are some of the last few notes that I haven't really dug deep into, violet being one of them. But as soon as I sprayed this, I'm picking up major mimosa here. That's all I smell. There's a very distinct kind of almondy, powdery, kind of a floral, yellow floral kind of smell with this one. Reminds me of spring, and that's basically what I'm getting. It's lots of muskiness. Violet, I don't think it's very, very prominent, although I do smell a little bit of it in the background, but mostly this is a mimosa. A very, very prominent mimosa. So who likes this one? Boldly SEOUL from the Zara Vibrant Cities collection of fragrances, and created by Jo Malone. And as I was saying in my new fragrances video where I mentioned these fragrances, it seems like this is kind of the way that Jo Malone has found to create fragrances that are mass distributed worldwide, because when she sold her Jo Malone brand to Estee Lauder, I believe she was legally not to be able to sell her fragrances outside of London, because she does have a brand called Joe Loves, which is not distributed anywhere else except for London. So this is the way that she's found to be able to sell her fragrances outside. But let me know if you're a fan of her creations. Which one of these fragrances or the previous launches is your favorite from Zara Joe Malone fragrance collection. So this is Creatively Shanghai. I did not open this one either. So this one is damaged. You can tell. These are not, they're very loose. If you can look in there, they move around, so they kind of damage these sleeves or whatever they're called. So this does have one of those little magnetic things that sets off the alarm, and this does have a postcard as well. So let's try Creatively Shanghai. Creatively Shanghai features Mandarin, Cardamom, and Cedar, and basically as soon as I sprayed it, I got Cardamom. I'm also picking up the Mandarin. So these are very realistic smells. Like, I've smelled the notes separately, and so I can smell them. Like when I'm smelling the perfume as it is, I can separate the notes out individually and smell them. And basically I'm smelling the cardamom first, then it went to the Mandarin. But I think the reason why that is because Mandarin's typically in the top notes, cardamom is a heart note, cedar is a base note. And so cardamom is probably the prominent note, and even though Mandarin is top note, cardamom is heart note, since cardamom is more overwhelming, more of a prominent note, you do end up smelling that really, really prominently. So yeah, I think it's very, very spicy, it's very aromatic, it's cardamom forward, cardamom heavy. Mandarin does appear, and most likely this is going to dry down to cedar. It's pleasant if you like a spicy citrus fragrance. It's very, very fresh and invigorating, but along with the spiciness. So next up, Elegantly Tokyo. This one I did not open either. No, this one did open, but this one was really, really damaged. I think this is the one. It's like, yeah, these are very loose. They're not very well made because they're very inexpensive. As I said, these are 40 ml bottles sold for $19.90 each. In the kit, 8 of them for $149, where you save $10 if you buy them all together versus buying them individually. So this does have a postcard, but this one's vertical. And then let's try Elegantly Tokyo. So I think what they're doing is basically, or what Joe Malone is doing is they're basically kind of picking and choosing notes that are kind of known from that region. And I'm not sure if lily is something that Tokyo or Japan is known for, but wow, this one smells really, really great. I'm into the florals lately, lots of white flowers. This is definitely white floral forward. It features lily, jasmine, and Akigalawood. If you don't know what Akigalawood is, a synthetic note that smells of a clean patchouli woods kind of a thing. So basically all I got was lilies up top, but I think it was more of a combination of lilies and jasmine together. But wow, this is really, really lovely. If you like a white floral fragrance, this one smells gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Just very, very fresh and floral. Perfect. I think this is going to be perfect for hot, humid summers. And I can see that Tokyo, I know, is a humid country. In the summers it gets humid and hot there. This, I think, will wear perfectly there. Or here. I mean, we've got some humid climates here in this country as well. I think so far this is my favorite, Elegantly Tokyo. Probably because I'm really, really digging white floral fragrances lately. But wow, that smells really, really great. So we're going to New York. We did Asia. We did 3 cities. Now we're doing 1 city in the USA or North America. And then we're moving to Europe, and then going to the Middle East, and then coming back to Europe. So Energetically New York is the next fragrance I'm going to talk to you about. This one was even out of its little sleeve, but this one's not broken. Let me know if you've bought any of these fragrances. Let me know if you've experienced the same thing. And then for this one, they have that famous building, drawing a blank with the name. Anyway, that's the card, the postcard. I like these postcards. It's kind of a cool idea, you know, very travel themed. But I do also want to say there has been a travel themed, or there have been travel themed fragrances at Zara before, just not created by, I'm assuming they're not created by a famous perfumer. Anyway, this one features cardamom, jasmine, and sandalwood. So we've already experienced cardamom and jasmine. Now we've got cardamom, jasmine, and sandalwood. Let's see how it is. So they've actually put the cardamom up top, whereas in the previous fragrance for Shanghai it was in the heart. This to me, once again, you know, sandalwood. What is it going to remind me of? Santal 33. It's missing that reminder of the papyrus or cypriol note, but to me it has a very much similarity to something in that ballpark. So this one to me is a doozy. I'm so done with Santal 33 kind of fragrances. Just what's the big deal with creating Santal 33 like fragrances? Why not pay tribute to the sandalwood and guirlands? Because I really love that sandalwood, but everybody keeps cranking out, you know, Santal 33 fragrance inspired fragrances, which to me this is a disappointment. It's not identical, but it reminds me of it, so then why bother, right? So this is Energetically New York. Next up we've got Fashionably London. We're going to London. This one I did not open. This one seems like it's not even damaged, which is fine. And with this one, they've got the famous bridge in London. And Fashionably London features bergamot, rose, and musk. And the way I'm reading the notes, the first note for these fragrances is the top note. The second note that I'm reading is the heart note. Third note I'm reading is the base note. So let's see how Fashionably London is. Rose is the first time I'm seeing pop up here, and it kind of has a, you know, reddish kind of salmon colored, so paying tribute to the rose. This one probably is my second favorite. Now these are just judging from testing, not wearing. It reminds me of a few other kind of spicy rose fragrances. Most especially something like Essential Parfums Magnetic Rose or Rose Magnetique. Kind of reminds me of it. It's not necessarily identical, but I like this one. It's that kind of rose. I think it's a very fresh rose. Fresh with that bergamot, juicy green with the rose, and then of course musky, sexy with the musk in the base. That one's nice. So that's my second favorite so far. So we've got London done, and we have 3 more to go. Going to Spain, we've got Gracefully Madrid. This one, definitely I opened. So, great, I've been to Madrid, and I've been to this place, and I forgot the name of it, but I walked through there so many times because I was staying near there. But let's see, Gracefully Madrid is orange, geranium, and musk. Spain is known for oranges, right? They are, right? The orange color. Very orangey up top. The geranium typically has rosy nuances and mintiness, a little bit of a citric quality as well. I'm getting mintiness from it here. Definitely has a minty quality. I'm not getting much of a rose, but oranges and mint I think is a great combination. So it's a fresh fragrance. I like it. It's not wowing me, but it's wearable. It's quite nice. I do like this one. I would think this one is kind of tied with something else that I've already smelled up top when I first started smelling these. So Gracefully Madrid is nice. I think it's worth it for the single bottle prices of about 20 bucks for these. But I think it's even better value to do the 75 mLs, isn't it? Probably, yeah, I think it is. Anyway, Gracefully Madrid. And we've got 2 more to do. We're going to Dubai, to the Middle East. Magnificently Dubai, which features saffron, nutmeg, and leather. Hey, why do they keep doing leather? Le Labo has a city exclusive for Dubai and also features leather. Do Middle Easterners like leather? I would think Florence for leather, but they don't have that city covered here. So this is Magnificently Dubai, and they've got an old kind of palace or something here on the postcard. This, as I said, features saffron, nutmeg, and leather. Yeah, this one seems a little subdued, but seems denser. Does that make sense? Some of the notes are not screaming out. I think it might come out more on skin rather than on the card. But I think I like this one. Definitely you have that aromatic saffron up there. It's already kind of starting to smell a little leathery. Got that spice of the nutmeg. Definitely has a leathery quality, not animalic, wearable. It reminds me of something. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but this one's nice. I would call this tied with Madrid. I still think Tokyo is my favorite, followed by the Fashionably London. Last but not least, we're going back to Europe for Venice. So Stunningly Venice is the last one. This one's very torn, as you can see right here. Anyway, here is the postcard for Venice. Been there. I haven't been to any of the Asian countries or Dubai, but I've been to the other cities and countries. So Stunningly Venice is bergamot, red fruits, and myrrh. Oh, we've got myrrh for Venice. Makes kind of sense, I think. This one seems subdued as well. It's not striking my nose as fast. Or hitting my nose, but wow, when I smell the card, the strip, it's totally fruity. Why red fruits for Venice? It's juicy, definitely very red fruity, red berries, red fruits, kind of tart, kind of green, with bergamot up top. So, smells really nice. It's very fruity. I think it's, again, we're not breaking any new ground with these fragrances, but I like the collection. We've got Tokyo, we've got London, we've got Madrid, we've got Dubai, we've got Venice, we've got Seoul, we've got Shanghai, and then we've got New York. That's the order I would prefer these in. The Tokyo is quite nice. Again, we're not breaking new ground with any of these, but I felt like it smelled very, very realistic, very fresh with the lily and the jasmine together. That's really, really great fragrance. Smells really wonderful. So that would be my favorite. Yeah. Again, I think it's because I'm really digging white florals lately, and I would put that to use in the summertime. But that's my thoughts on these new fragrances from the Vibrant Cities by Zara, created by Jo Malone, a Vibrant Cities collection. Have you tried these yet? Do you have interest in trying any of them? If you've tried them, what are your thoughts of what you've tried? And if you haven't tried them after watching this video, which ones would you like to try first? Let me know, put some comments down. And as I said, if you have favorite Jo Malone created Zara fragrances, let me know what they are so I can check them out. I have done a few videos on Zara Jo Malone fragrances on the channel. You can search, but definitely want to explore a few more from the house that are created by Jo Malone. I think she's a good perfumer, and I think some of these are really, really wonderful. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video on Zara's Vibrant Cities collection by Jo Malone. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video, please share it, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.